All right. Good morning, everybody. Had some weird technical. I don't know what happened this morning. My computer, for some odd reason, decided. I think it's because I turned on Streamlabs last night to record some movies, and it did something weird with my webcam. Because then this morning, nothing wanted to work. Like Streamlabs or Stream Elements was not recognizing my second webcam, and then I rebooted the computer, and it didn't recognize two of my monitors, and I had to do some troubleshooting. We're back. I'm a little late, about 30 minutes later than I wanted to be, but I got everything working again. Fingers crossed. Windows 11 sometimes. We are going to do some more Diablo 4 this morning for a little bit. We might switch over and do some Norse Oath of Blood later this morning, or I might save that for the afternoon. I haven't decided yet. All right, out the gate we go. I'm almost done with my first cup of coffee. Oh, I forgot to hold that thought. I forgot to say thank you this morning. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, John Coons. Good morning, Zeno. What's up, Lando? Shout out to Carl Dane, who joined the Patreon this morning as an annual member. I want to give a shout out to them. I don't do a ton with Patreon these days. It's up there. We used it like every day for like 7 or 8 years. A bunch of my game dev stuff, a bunch of my writing projects, a bunch of stuff. There's probably 7, 8 years, maybe even longer, of my existence online on that Patreon page because we used to use it all the time. And it's still up there as a, like, and you know, people can go there and support and everything else, but I only post there a couple times a year now, mostly just sort of like every 6 months or so. Here's a deep thought, but I wanted to just shout that out because we have our on-screen stuff for all of our supporters, and then when people do super chats and memberships and stuff. But this was an offline event, but I wanted to say shout out to that because an annual subscription is a big deal. Also, go forth and enjoy your reading, Carl, because like I said, there's like 7 or 8 years of stuff there, so enjoy your time. The Paladin is fun.
Haven't even gone in yet. We have an intruder.
It's not like that. She's but a child.
You brought a child? Here?
What's up,
It was she
Blueface?
who
Good
brought
morning.
me, actually.
Yeah, people do juggle a lot of games. That's definitely an issue. Here's my perspective on it, and I'm sure this is the same for most people. So I don't have a huge backlog, and I don't generally go out of my way to play games all the time. I know my limit each month is about, I can realistically, if I play a new game and each new game is 40 hours to beat, that's a pretty good average to shoot for. Like, it's 40 hours to beat the game. Because I'm going to do the main content, side content, maybe a second character, you know, and so in that range is games that take me 25 hours and games that take me 80 hours, right? The average is going to be somewhere in 40 hours. I can play, if I play 6 hours a day, which I generally do at least 6, sometimes 8. It just depends on how I'm feeling for the day. But 6 to 8 hours of live streaming. I don't play offline. I only play online because this is the job. You know, I can go through a 40-hour game in a week, right? You know, if I dedicate and only dedicate to the one game. Now, I don't always play only one game for the week. Usually what I'm doing is I'm doing one game in the morning, one game in the afternoon, right? And we vary the two. And I might do like 3 or 4 days where I only do one game if we're in like an early access period and I want to take advantage of being in that early access period, like when it's a pre-launch, you get 3 days of head start access. I'll go all in for 3 days on something, but usually it's 2 games a day. So it's 2 games every 2 weeks for me is what I can play through, generally speaking. So I can do 4 new releases every month. Now, in between that, some games are shorter. So I'll finish some games after 12 hours, 15 hours, 25 hours, and I will play a game like Diablo 4 or Lord of the Rings Online or Fallout 4 or Skyrim or something. Older games or games that are much bigger that I have, you know, playthroughs of, or sometimes, you know, replays, those will go in those other slots. But I will 100% drop a game if I'm not having fun or if the audience isn't there. Not that they are bad games, right? But it's because I'm no longer feeling the fun or it's not working for the business. Like, it's not working for the brand. If there's no audience watching me play a certain game, I'll move on. So, going back to what was said earlier, I gotta find up the comment now. People juggling so many games, they drop it. I think that definitely is an issue. What's up, Zonalore? Because a lot of people, I hear people talk about how I've got this massive backlog I'm never going to get to. I don't have that problem because I usually don't I know my limit, and so I will only look at playing a certain amount of games per month, like 4 games a month. There are rare occasions when I will do more. Last year, for example, we went all in last year. September I played 9 games, and October was 7 games. Those were exceptional months last year. There was a lot of shorter games in those, and it was just a case of, you know, all these companies coming and saying, here's a paid thing, here's a sponsored stream, here's a free key, blah, you know, and I'm looking at all this going, I want to play all the things, and I fit it in, but I pulled some 12-hour streams quite a bit, and that's not normal for me. So the average person who's only playing 3 hours a day, because it's what they do at night when they come home from their job, and they only have 2 to 3 hours a day to game. Let's just say it's 3 hours. And maybe it's not every single day because maybe they've got significant others and kids and soccer games, and you know what I mean? Like, there are things that take people away from that. It can take a lot longer to clear a game when it's not your job. So imagine that I play 4 new games every month because I really love games and I play games for a living. And then my brother, I always use him as an example. He only gets to play 3 to 4 new releases a year, maybe, because he's got a super busy life with 2 kids and a big, huge cattle ranch. And he's also a content creator on his own on TikTok. So, you know, he has a lot of things going on other than games these days, and he still games for fun, but it's very limited. So someone like him, you know, what good does a subscription service serve as an example? You know, because he doesn't need access to 300 games, because PS Plus, Xbox subscriptions don't do him any good because he can only play those 2 or 3 new games. So the key is just control your fucking spending is really what it comes down to. Know your limits. If you're only going to be able to play 3 games a new, you know, don't buy other games. Buy a game and play it until you're finished. I think a big issue comes from Lando says, I feel this conversation, my 2-year-old takes most of my time. I try to give myself an hour a night. There you go. That's a perfect example. What's up, Thorgan? Good morning. Zonalore, thank you for this sub over on Twitch. Appreciate that support. Andy says, it takes me a month to clear a 40-hour game. I'll probably take 2 to 3 months to turn. Yes, stick to one game at a time. Here's what I think a big problem is. We live in the influencer era. What's up, Allie? Good morning. I will try to tell people all the time, don't spend money if you don't have disposable income. But I do know I have a lot of people who will joke with me that I make them spend more money. And I know it's jokes. But it is true that we all, myself included, if I'm seeing someone play a game and I have the urge to play that, I will occasionally change my plans and do what that person is doing. And a lot of other people will do that as well. They'll be playing something, having fun, but then they watch somebody stream something. They're like, oh man, that also looks really fucking fun. And they get caught up. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because life is short. Life is short, kids. Life is miserable for a lot of people. The world is a nasty, cruel, shitty place for the vast majority of people, and you should seek joy wherever the fuck you can. And if playing lots of different video games, even if you don't complete them, brings you joy, puts a smile on your face, makes you happy, and gives you work-life balance, then fucking do that shit. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. So there are a lot of factors, but yeah, I think the biggest thing is, like, if you want to try to keep the backlog down, you just have to control your spending and know your limits. But at the same time, there is nothing wrong with just going crazy and playing lots of games. I totally changed my plans for the holidays. I was on the middle of a Elder Scrolls Online and Cyberpunk 2077 replay. Having done Elder Scrolls for the first time, I was doing Elder Scrolls Online for the first time, and a third replay of Cyberpunk in the holidays. And then I got like 80 hours into ESO, and I was about 30 hours into my Cyberpunk playthrough, and along comes Babylonia Rising, playing Skyrim, and I went, shit, I've never actually played Skyrim. That looks really fun. I own the Anniversary Edition on my Xbox. And then I log on and I play it, and we get like 200 people watching it, and it was like, well, I guess I'm gonna go play Skyrim for a few weeks over the holidays. I actually had Nicole from Funcom. We were chatting the other day, talking about some Dune Awakening stuff, and she's like, "Oh, I got a story to tell you." She's like, "So my sister, I think it was her sister," she said, is not a gamer, like not a huge gamer, but she loves Skyrim. So she plays a lot of Skyrim, but that's really the only game that she does. And she's like, all of a sudden, she sends me this video the other night going, hey, check this video out from this guy who's talking about reading books in Skyrim. This is such a cool video. And Nicole sends me this DM on Discord. She's like, I gotta tell you this story. And she's like, I know that guy. He's in the content creator group for Dune Awakening for Funcom. And I was like, that is too funny. A non-gamer, like, picking up Skyrim stuff. But that's the thing. It's like, if you can find a game that you want to go all in on and play it for years and years and years, go for it. But also, it's really easy to get distracted like I did. And we went all in on Skyrim for a few weeks. We're still playing on Sundays, but, you know, it's sometimes playing other games can be therapeutic, and watching what other people play will often get you chomping at the bit to try something else. I don't know, man. That was me rambling. You guys, that was a good question, and it's early morning. I'm medicated, caffeinated, and happy to chat. Free content. Skyrim's a good game. Have been playing so long the damn screen went black. Have I tried Dead Island 2? I don't think so. It's not really something I go out of my way to play. Also, something that Zeno said, which has nothing to do with this conversation. Well, it kind of does, but takes me back to not having much money for games, so I had to squeeze multiple playthroughs to the last, which is why I enjoy your channel, loving your enthusiasm to replay games. Yeah, I just love games. And I can remember being a kid and having parents who were extremely strict, only let us play Nintendos on Sundays after church, and were like, my dad was always like, video games are the devil, and it's like, you know, okay, James Dobson, sit down, shut up. And as soon as I was, you know, out on my own, living on my own, it was like, video games, rah! I can finally do it what I want, play what I want. I have adult money. I'm enjoying the Paladin.
Watch where you swing that staff. It's not a toy.
Who is he?
He once lived in this vault, the one you're trespassing in. Explain yourself.
I'm a student, conducting research on the Horadrim. What's left of you all, anyway?
A student, huh? You have a teacher?
Fallout 76 is a great game.
Don't tell me
Play it.
Lorath has taken another apprentice.
I don't need a teacher to study. Lilith.
Yeah, Warlock looks really
threatens
fun.
Sanctuary as
And
we
it's Trisha
speak.
Helfer. I will always watch her stuff
I need
and
to prepare
play games
for
with her in
that.
it and stuff.
With or without help.
You? Against Lilith? Well, I came to get my things. I pray they were free from your meddling.
Thanks, Allie. It's nasty out there. Like, it's nasty out there.
I used to be like that girl. Had more dreams than I knew what
And
to
I
do
have it
with.
easy compared to some of you. Like, I mean, I definitely see
Let me unseal this.
I definitely see racism on a regular basis because my wife,
Speak.
not from people around here, but from people online, because she's Mexican, and there are a certain element who feel very empowered right now. Again, we're not allowed to talk politics or religion, but you know, there's a certain element right now who feel empowered about speaking out against brown people, black people, people of color, people of other ethnicities. And because I'm married to someone from another ethnicity and I choose to have a homestead in another country, there's a certain element who will say things online. That's all I have to deal with. That's very low key when it comes to some people who are dealing with much bigger. I mean, the world can be a nasty place. You have minorities of all types. You have people living in these countries who are being, you know, profiled. You have transgender people. You have the LGBTQ plus community as a whole. You've got people like Asmongold online just spreading vitriol and hate everywhere. It is a nasty world to live in. And it is, some people have it, you know, everybody has issues, which is why I'm always like, no trauma dumping, because everybody has issues, right? But at the same time, it is harder for some people than it is for others, depending on where you live, of course. But the world is a shitty place. Video games are a powerful tool for fighting against that. And I'm just very adamant that I use the power of, whatever power I have with my channel, I use that to fight back against that toxicity, because it's providing a safe space, because I've had a shitty life. I know it may seem like I've got a really good thing going on right now and I'm getting to do this really cool thing. That's all true. But anybody who's been around here for a long time knows that I have had a lot of shitty shit happen when I was younger. And being able to escape all of that and find my passion in life and be able to just pursue that, it's an extremely liberating thing.
Lorath will need my notes.
And I hopefully can share that.
Is treacherous, even in the most skilled hands.
Yeah, playing games is a good way to escape the nonsense, Metroid. Lou says, in a world of performative cruelty, the most punk thing you can do is be kind. Always be punk. There you go. Thank you. Thanks for the sub, Ishmarshish. Appreciate it. Yeah, you can play all the Diablo games are standalone games. So just pick one and go for it. If you have the time and the budget, or if you have Game Pass, just play all of them. Start with 1, then play 2, then play 3, then play 4. They're all great. Christian says, I watched 2 of the videos on your YouTube channel about how to become a full-time streamer and gamer. Very helpful. I'm glad that you found them helpful. That's what they're there for, so I'm glad to hear that they're doing what they're designed for. Welcome aboard. Bacon. Oh, I want some bacon. I probably have the most hours in Diablo 3 only because I played a lot of it multiplayer with my brother.
Spiders always find a way in.
But I think 4 for me, I like this one the most. I'm a big fan of the combat in this game. And again, I'm not a huge ARPG guy, but the graphics on this, the music, the gameplay is really smooth.
From her father's domain.
This is the 4th or 5th character I've played in this game.
I
I don't have hundreds of hours in this game, but I definitely probably have 150.
I kept a map.
Maybe more. For me, it's a good game, and I've had a lot of fun here. We don't play it all the time. I play it when the new expansion's released, and we got a new expansion coming up in April.
There's just one.
But I definitely enjoy this one more than the others. And the Paladin kicks ass. Bacon, Lou. Go make some bacon. Right there. Oh, hang on. I'm supposed to talk to him. I was reading chat. Is that your heretic amulet on the table?
Yes. I bet Lorath still wears his. The Order's mission was his lifeblood. I couldn't give up my life for it. Not like him. I wanted to be a man. I left to chase family. Fellowship.
Family!
Glory.
There needs to be a Vin Diesel pop-up that happens when that word gets used in a video game. Family!
My son.
Just a headshot really quick of Vin Diesel as Toretto.
Family. It wouldn't work anyway.
Donan.
You don't understand. The stuff soul stones are made of, they're old as the eternal conflict itself. With magic so primordial, you need faith. You need spirit. I have none.
What you lack in faith, you have in allies.
The Paladin's been super fun and
you
way OP.
Yes.
I'm playing on story mode, and I very rarely have to push buttons. It's just wade through everything and let your aura kill it all.
Right. I can't make any promises. Really. But I can try. For you two, I'll try. Let's hear what the old man has to say.
Pillars of Eternity is a great game. The second one's even better, but definitely play both of them. Play them back to back if you can. Just make sure you have about 300 to 300 hours or so to go all in. Because if you go all in, you'll do 60, 80 hours on the first game, and you'll do 100 plus hours on the second game, and then you're going to turn around and do it all over again to see the different conversation options and the different outcomes with a different character and a different group of companions. Dude, Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2 are up there with some of my favorite CRPGs. They're fucking amazing. What's up is I'm playing some Diablo 4.
This place is a treasure trove. Look at this masterpiece.
No, there was somebody else saying something
Kull
about
has
Pillars of
beyond the
Eternity.
veil of the southern jungles.
You're familiar with Kalha's work?
She's brilliant. One of my favorites.
Mine as well.
Yeah, JK has a
Have
ton
you
of
read her
characters in
treatises?
Path of Exile
Oh,
2.
never mind.
I
You
should
can
probably
tell me on the
circle back
road.
around and try the Druid at some point, but I'm trying really hard not to put any more time
I'm
into the
going
early
to help
access because I
you.
really just want to wait until they've
I know
balanced
the
it ready for
Haradrim's
launch.
ways. Your magic. Even that coded writing system you use. And don't tell me it's too dangerous.
Yeah, sorry, someone mentioned they had never
Lilith
gotten around to
took
Pillars of
my mother.
Eternity. And my
I'll do
brain
whatever
goes
it
to
takes
Pillars
to
of
stop
Eternity
her.
when people say PoE. So I probably mistakenly went PoE
That's a
instead of
good
Pillars of
speech.
Eternity. But I was referring to the Pillars of
Might
Eternity
even convince
franchise.
the man you should be telling it to.
60 to 80 hours for the
Come
first
on.
Pillars of Eternity game,
headed
and
to him.
120 to
But
150
your
for the
Haradrim,
second Pillars of Eternity
Isn't
game.
this your vault?
Easy. And then you can turn around and do it all
It
over again
was
to get all the
once.
different characters.
Now, I suppose time will tell.
Alright, level 30! I need more coffee. Did I get my ultimate yet? No. Or not the ultimate, the, what do you call those things? The passives. Oh, I have been very tempted to jump on and play Avowed again because I love that game and I would like to grab it for the PlayStation since I already own it for the Xbox and I already did 2 playthroughs back to back. I think somebody in chat, it might have been John Kuhn, said something about they just stayed up all night playing a melee build in Avowed. Gray, for anybody who doesn't know, Gray has been streaming his first playthrough of Avowed, and highly recommend you guys watch his streams if you haven't already done so, and you haven't played Avowed or you want more about Avowed. So I've been resisting so far. It's been 3 or 4 days, and every time I see a stream pop up, I'm like, oh, don't do it. Don't do it. You got Towerborn happening next week. You don't need to do Avowed. You don't need to do Avowed. Just resist. Yeah, that's where I'm at, Allie. I'm in the same boat. Pillars of Eternity 2, or excuse me, Jesus, I can't get PoE out of my head now. Path of Exile 2, for me, is too sweaty as it stands in early access. I have not been able to get past that first boss, whatever. The one who changes into a wolf in the middle of the fight, the Baron or something. It's like 15 hours into the game or something. I've done 4 or 5 characters up to that point, and I've never gotten past that point. And I've tried, and yeah, I would need help to get past that point. The game for me doesn't resonate like this game. I do enjoy what I have played of Path of Exile 2, but the base difficulty for me, it's too much of like a Dark Souls type. I don't know. It's something about it, you know. You'll hear people say, well, just get good, Grandpa. It's not a get good thing. There's something about it that doesn't click with my brain. And I find it to just be, you know, I don't enjoy bashing my head against something to try to figure it out 50 times. You know, that's why I don't enjoy the Souls games per se. It's a patience issue more than anything else. I much more enjoy like Titan Quest 2. I like story mode. I like to be able to show up and just blow shit up without needing to have this special super extra meta build of perfect ability combinations to be able to properly play a game. That's the part of it that still kind of turns me off. And I don't know if they're gonna eventually balance that out for launch and give it a story mode, or if they're gonna keep that hardcore aspect because that's what is, you know, most about the first game. Yeah, and it's exactly, I haven't I've never worried about going out and building up resists or any of that stuff, and I realize that it's a me problem, not a Path of Exile 2 problem.
You were right to
I don't have the
call
patience
me.
to like go out there and grind the perfect set of
are no
resist here
trifle.
and all this other stuff.
That's the donut I remember.
And it's just something I don't get into that
I need air.
spreadsheet sweaty style thing. Exactly, it is a hardcore game. So I have enjoyed what I've seen, but I am waiting for them to balance it more before I'm willing to put more time into it. I own it on the Xbox, and I own it on the PlayStation. So I own Path of Exile 2 on both of my consoles, and I have played you know, 4 characters, 5 characters up to that point, and I've enjoyed what I have played until I have hit that threshold of this stupid world boss encounter that I'm dying to 10 times.
I'm still muddy on the details of this plan.
The bones are there. Lilith aims to take Mephisto's power for herself. Before she can reach him, we use the Soul Stone on her.
Yeah, you gotta
And
study
stone
if you
will
want to
take
play
time we
hardcore.
don't have. Why don't we fight her?
Who among us? You. Her corrupted blood still runs in your veins. No. Fighting her kind is always a last resort. Even if you could defeat her, she'd eventually come back. But a smarter weapon, the stone, would be up to the challenge.
Soul stones usually fail, given enough time. It might not work.
You can make it work. There's no one I trust more to do it.
The wind is picking up. I can't see her. Thaisa!
I'll find her.
You're fumbling in the eye. Let me write to your little cat.
You! If you hurt her!
Hurt her! I elevated her! The runes inked into her skin form a waypoint. She is a beacon across realms! Get her out of here! It matters not. Her part is done. Your part is done too. Savor your breath while it lasts.
So good. Not a single health point used. Not a single potion used. I just sat there and kicked ass because I'm a paladin. That's why I prefer right now. There are certain times when I don't mind something a little more hardcore, and sometimes I just want to sit here and pull a button and kill a boss mob with some really cool VFX going off on the screen and not have to worry about dodge, dodge, parry, dodge, block, dodge, 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 attack, attack, dodge, special attack, dodge, dodge, acid attack, dodge, dodge, AoE, dodge, dodge, block, parry, block, block, dodge, block, attack, attack, block, dodge. Like, I don't need that every time I sit down to play a game. There are far better people you could be watching for beginner's guides, John Coons.
Bloody hell. You finished the ritual from the volcano then?
Elias. That's the man who summoned Lilith. You're saying he summoned a lesser evil too?
Keep up, girl. Is Andariel gone?
Yes,
And Elias,
he fled.
before
More
going to
Mortissimal
the
gaming
States,
usually is
Elias came
if
to
I go
Hauser,
somewhere to watch somebody, it'll
took
be
something
Mortissimo
that wasn't
usually.
his.
I don't often
It's why I'm
read other
hunting
people's
him.
stuff for guides and
I
stuff,
have
though.
a
But I will do Mortissimo.
friend in Hauser who has mastered the art of immortality. She might know his secret. Let me take you to her.
I thought we were after Lilith, not Elias.
Finding him may lead to her.
And while we look for him, you'll have time to work on the stone. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
Ah, damn it, I'll bite. On one of those rare occasions you gave me good advice. You said the answers you need are often in the place you least want to look.
It was you who said that.
Ah, you're right. Let's get the horses ready.
Listen, I didn't mention it earlier, but you did well. You stood against Andario, a lesser evil, and lived. That's no ordinary feat. But don't let it go to your head. The arrogant and foolhardy never last long in Hauser.
Yeah, that's how I tend to
I
play
wonder what's old
JK. Is
Deckard
I
Cain
don't
would have
really
written in
watch
his
other people's
chronicles if
build
he'd seen
guides.
us. Two old
I
friends
usually build based
reunited.
on what I think looks cool, and then I
New
end up
allies
doing a
eager
build
to
guide
learn from our
on my
vast
channel
knowledge.
for like it's
Bound
always
as
it's
one
usually titled like
against the
my
encroaching darkness,
class
like the
build for
Haradrim
this
of
game,
old.
because it's not like I
They
don't
were
I don't
probably lost and bitter, just
I don't like
us.
to do the ultimate
But Cain had a gift for seeing
like,
the good in people.
ultimate
One thing
class
was
guide for
certain, at
this.
least.
I have done that in the
Lilith meant
past,
to devour Mephisto and claim his power.
but
as
it's
her
not
own.
it's not very
That
frequently.
been her goal all along. Not sanctuary, but a bid to reign in hell.
Because it's
And
really hard to do
Elias,
like
the
an
damned
ultimate
fool,
guide for
was
any
too
class in
blind
any
to
given
see it.
game, because how
Perhaps
much
we
it
weren't
depends on the
perfect.
game. But a game like,
If you
as an
knew we had
example,
to make a stand,
Cyberpunk
we were the
2077,
world's only hope.
I was able to make a confident beginner's guide for the Netrunner because I played a Netrunner multiple times. But then I did a separate video that was my Netrunner Smart Guns build. So I had two different guides for that game. One was the the overall guide, build guide. The other one was my specific class build guide. Because I tell you what, the Netrunner Smart build, I love it, man. And it's like, I've done 2 full and a partial third of Cyberpunk, and I've done like this. I just love the build so much. For me, it just feels so good that I've gone back to that build like every time. It's just fun. But the cool thing is like there's so much you can do in terms of replayability and buildability. A game like Avowed, as good as it is, has a little bit more limited. It's not, there are some, you have your classes, but there are a limited number of abilities that you can have. So it's a much smaller range of buildability, if that makes sense. Great game though. Must resist. Must resist. Must resist. Don't play Avowed on the PS5. Don't play Avowed on the PS5. This one has a quest. We're gonna get sidetracked.
Get them away!
I did not. Hell. And that is one of the reasons I love this game, because I can do shit like that and I don't have to worry about jumping around the screen. I've already played the Windrose demo, Jay. We did 2 streams back to back on 2 days ago. I did my early thoughts video yesterday or the day before. And then I'll be splitting out they got uploaded last night. The episodic version of that playthrough will be going out on YouTube over the weekend. Or we'll be starting there. I uploaded the episodes last night. I think it's like 7 episodes. But I've already played it. Had great fun. Looks interesting. I probably will not play their early access, but I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it. You never know. We'll just to see what time permits, and I'll probably buy it, log 15-20 hours into it like I usually do, and then just leave it alone and come back and check it in another year, which is what I've done with like so many early accesses. I'm trying really hard not to spend a lot of time in early access with games this year, unless I really know the company, like Owlcat
Pretending
or
to study with him was useful
Larian
to me.
or Tactical Adventures. You can adjust the difficulty, Robert Kitchingman. Don't worry about what other people have told you about the combat. Trust me. As soon as you get in the game and you go to log into your server, you get to adjust the difficulty of your server, and there are sliders that allow you to take it even further. So as an example, I started playing the game on the story mode version of the server, the difficulty, and I found that to be too much, and I went into the server settings and I slid it all the way down to 20%, which is the lowest you can go, and then you're killing things in 1 or 2 hits, and it feels amazing. And it's just run around. It's like a creative mode, right? You can run around, gather all your shit, build cool structures, you know, have, you know, a pirate life experience without needing to have it be Souls-like combat. However, if you want it to be difficult, you can adjust those difficulty sliders however you want. So, yeah, it's the pirate survival game. It's doing well. Horse shrines are part of the lunar event, says Allie. Oh.
We must break his hold on immortality. He cannot continue to escape his judgment.
Yes. And without Elias, we may have more success against Lilith. Where do we start?
Seek out Timoe in the marshes. She traded with the power in the swamp and received long life. She may have the answer to killing Elias for good.
I can't wait for the new Mummy
movie.
movie.
Start looking for her.
What about Donan?
He has his hands full with the Soul Stone. A heavy burden to bear alone. Might be wise to offer him assistance.
I should check all the loot because we got a whole bunch of stuff. To know. Yes. Nope, I am sword only with this character. Where is the smith?
How can I help?
Waystone. Thanks for the sub over on Twitch, Lacuna. Which game, Allie? This game? It should be the same as everywhere.
I think not.
Or is there like a number
I have to
attached
take care
to
of the
it?
Soul Stone. Loreth will be fine alone.
Technically, I
Northeast
have a
of
guild
here
in this game.
is a Zakarum keep.
From like
We know
4
hatred
years
has
ago,
a
whenever it
strong
launched or
presence
whatever.
there. Perhaps we can use it to prepare
I don't
the
think we have
Soul
any
Stone
active
to trap
players
Lilith.
anymore, but
I could use your assistance if you're able.
oh, it might be a BattleNet thing. How do I find that, Allie? View profile? No, that's just like my... Well, yeah, because you're coming over from a PC, aren't you? So it would need to be my BattleNet ID. The fuck do I find that? Yeah, well, I'm Renfail everywhere, but like I do have a BattleNet, but I don't know that I have this. I mean, I'm sure it's all linked. I don't know. I'd have to go look that up. Oh, we are gonna have to hoof it. That is a long way away. If you can't find it just through the ID, Allie, let me know and I'll go look up my BattleNet ID. Because it probably is all tied and everything, but I removed BattleNet off my PC like a couple years ago whenever I got rid of WoW. So I don't use the BattleNet login for anything. How am I, like, galloping so fast when normally you have to hit a sprint button? I'll take it. Yeah, I might not be able to do it in game. If I can't do it in game, I'll go grab it. I'll have to go log into my account on Let's see if I can add you that way. Oops. Let's see here. That's for the clan. I want to do social. Add a friend. Oh, there's my battle tag, Allie. Right there. All I had to do was go into the... There it is. That's all you had to do was go into the friend list and add a friend. There you go. Renfail 1617. Anybody who wants to add me, feel free to add me. I don't play a ton of Blizzard games right now. I do play Diablo, and I should go back and play World of Warcraft at some point this year. How do I do the numbers? I forget. Years and years ago I played StarCraft. I would happily play a new StarCraft. I hope the rumors of the third-person shooter StarCraft game are true.
Do you feel that?
Put the shit out of that.
Heavy here. All that hatred. It's just what we need to attune the Soul Stone, to make it ready for Lilith. I'm too old to climb, but you can get in and open the portcullis.
Yeah, imagine that. I gotta do all the heavy lifting. How the fuck do I get in there? So obviously I've got to figure out how to get down there.
You're finally back. Hurry. Everything here makes my skin crawl.
Hurry, he says.
Do you hear that? How strange. Are there wolves in Hawazar?
There might not have been before, but there certainly are now. Alright. The Undercrypts are where we're going next. We're not going through yet, guys. I'm going to go grab another cup of coffee and take a quick break. We'll be back shortly, and we will continue onwards. Oh, hang on before I go. Allie said, yeah, I sent you a friend request as well. Yeah, I sent you a friend request. I don't know how that works. Those are probably different. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? We'll give it a couple of minutes and we'll see. I'll be back shortly. Nice, Mickey. Thanks, Ian. Yeah, it still is not showing up. That's weird. Let me go log into my actual Battle.net account and see. Hopefully I don't have to have the app. Can you log into Battle.net without the app? Yes. I do not see anything on the website that allows you to... Oh shit, Avowed is on Battle.net? So is Sea of Thieves. Oh, that's right, because it's all Microsoft stuff now. Oh. I do not see a website place for your friends. Connections? No, that's social media stuff. I bet they want me to have the app installed if I want to do it that way. Yeah, I'm betting it is. Doing good, Mickey. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in game, Allie. Let me log out and log back in. Yeah, it could just be a network thing. Let me just log out and log back in. We'll see if it triggers. Yeah, it should do it in game because I sent you a request, you sent me a request. It's probably just a networking thing. Something's not working. It'll sort out eventually. Yes, that's the number. 1617. Do you have to use the pound sign? Not use the pound sign? Like, I don't know. I sent one to you with the pound sign. Yeah, I still don't see it. Nothing. Nada. Yeah, I do have crossplay enabled. I will triple check. It just told me as I logged in that crossplay was enabled, but I will triple check. I've never had it turned off. It literally just told me in the chat that it's turned on. Yeah, it's on. It's definitely on. The cross-network communications is off, but the cross-network play is on. Yeah, and I should get a notification when a friend request is received. None of it seems to be working. I didn't even know they had a streamer mode. Communications needs to be on? I thought that was only for voice chat. Alright, hold up. That's not even letting me choose as an option. Yeah, I can't even pick. Like, it won't let me select. It's just a grayed out box. The cross-network communications. And I'm on the main menu. That makes no sense why that is completely disabled. I never had any problems before, and I've played with people, and we have people in our guild who are like we have full crossplay. I have a guild from when the game went live. We used to stream the game when it went live. I played with people on different platforms. So I have no clue why it's not working suddenly. So yeah, no idea. Because we have people in our guild who are not on just Xbox. There's all these different people from different platforms and stuff. So I am at a loss, yeah, for sure. I will, give me 2 seconds here. I have a solution to this, Allie. I do have a solution. Give me a second. I'm gonna get Battle.net installing on. It may even still be on the other PC. I'm gonna let me log in really quick. I don't think I have the app on this, but I can get the app installed really quick. And I'll install it on the other PC. We will salute this. I don't know why I said salute. We will find a solution, damn it. We will solve this. We will salute this. Download battle.net. We're gonna make it fix, man. We're gonna make this work. Besides, it's probably not a bad idea to have Battle.net on this other PC anyway, so that if I decide I'm gonna play World of Warcraft, I can. I wouldn't mind checking out the new expansion at some point. It is not this day. I'm way too busy. But I do have a Moon Druid just sitting there. Yeah, continue. No, do not launch Battle.net when I start my computer. I promise at some point we will find a solution. We will dissolve this. That's right, Jake. Oh, it gets worse with time. Dyslexia or losing my brain? I don't know. Could be one, could be the other. No, I don't want to pre-purchase World of Warcraft. Looky there, a friend invitation from Drusilla. As soon as I logged into the app. And now look at you, you just popped up on my screen. So it's definitely something related to the Xbox was not recognizing your friend request, or the one that I sent you. But as soon as I got the app installed, it was like, bloop! And it immediately triggered you in-game too. Triggered! There you go. Yep, there you are. And then... See? Problem solved. They just wanted me to put their stupid app on my... Alright, now, hang on, and it's, yeah, you try to whisper me, and it's message blocked by cross-platform permission. I don't know why that setting's not letting me toggle, but, you won't be able to whisper me. And I don't know why that option was not working. So, that'll be something that gets solved later. Maybe because I have, like, chat. I have, like... voice chat turned off or something in game. I don't know. That'll get solved a different day.
It feels worse here somehow. This must be the place.
I fixed one problem. I'm not gonna fix another one this morning.
I haven't fought much since I was a young man. I've lost the grit for it.
Grip or grit? He said grit. I thought he said he lost the grip for it, and I'm like, grow stronger, old man.
Whatever else is here, hatred persists. Strong enough.
That is a big ass sarcophagus.
Creation dan tenis beri dis tom hiklimon. Damn it! What's wrong with it?
Destroy the manifestation of hate. Did it work?
Come on, you old fool. What's wrong with it? Why won't... Oh no. This is worse than I thought. It must have been damaged when you're in... Pastoral.
Do you know how to repair it?
We'll need rare materials, quicksilver to start, and tools, alchemical tools. There's a village near here. We'll see if they have what we need. Meet me there when you can.
I hate busy work, Donan. Making me feel like fetch quests. Foul under crypts. At some point when I finish the main story, I will want to, we could do some multiplayer stuff with anybody else who wants to do stuff from time to time because I'd like to do some like higher difficulty world seasonal stuff when I finish up the story. We could definitely do that. All right, we got a ways to go. Tomorrow is Destiny 2 morning stream. We should be finishing up the final Shape DLC tomorrow morning, or at least that's the plan. I think I'm within the last 2 hours. Tech.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Putrid remains. I mean, it's not my favorite
I'll say it
camera
once
angle,
whatever it is
either,
you're looking for,
but
we
they're
don't
fun
have.
games. I mean, it's on story mode. You're literally just, you're literally cutting through mobs like warm butter.
Saw smoke
I'm
coming
literally
out of
just
the
here for
tower
the
this morning.
cutscenes. Really,
She's been gone for so long.
the cutscenes, the voice
I don't
acting,
think-
like it's all
Is she
super
back?
top notch. So for me, that's enough. Even though it's not my preferred camera mode, I will happily just get in and get her done.
My skill is unmatched. You'll see.
First person is always going to be my favorite, followed by third person over the shoulder. Isometric top down, where I have full control over the camera, is after that, and this is my least favorite. My least favorite is this because it's a locked top down, so you don't get the option to turn the camera around your character. I can do a limited zoom, which is kind of groovy, but what I really like is like the Pillars of Eternity 2 style, where I can, even though it's a top down, I can pan the camera around my character and zoom in and zoom out, even though it's always going to be that angled, you know what I mean? Like it's always going to be that top down angled, but you can zoom in and turn the camera all the way around your character. And you can't do that in Diablo, and I'm not a fan. This is my least favorite point of view because it's fixed isometric. But it is what it is. Like I said, the story mode's easy. The story's fun. It's got great voice acting. And the cutscenes are fucking fire.
The town doesn't seem to have anything that we need.
We're a village in the middle of a swamp.
The production values on Diablo games
There must
are...
be something. I can
They
feel
have a budget,
the
and
magic
they're not
in
afraid
this
to spend
swamp,
it.
and where there is magic, there are users of magic.
If
Yeah,
a witch
it's
is what you want,
It's Blizzard.
go
Blizzard
to the
makes
tower
highly
then.
polished,
Fire's lit.
highly
She's
polished
home.
games.
Sounds as though we go to meet a witch of the swamp. Be on guard.
Alright, we are going just out down the road. Yes, you can play these games in story mode. I can't remember how many difficulties there are, but like on Nightmare, I think you can still do it. But on Nightmare, you used to be able to like go up in ranking. Like, does it still work that way, Allie? When you're playing Nightmare mode, is it still scale based on when you do like the dungeon, then it goes to the next rank, and then you do it, then it goes to the next rank, and then it goes to the next rank? I don't remember how that works. It's been a while since I've played the multiplayer online stuff, like all the seasonal stuff. Give me an example, Siphoning Light. I would love to hear an example of what you think is a screw up from Blizzard, because I've never seen one. I've played not all their games. I've played a lot of Blizzard games over the years. How did they bungle Overwatch 2? Can you give me an example? Like, not the hyperbole that Mr. Matty plays and Luke Stevens will put out. Give me an original thought of your own. Give me an original thought with a well typed out. Not just say they bungled Overwatch 2. Give me a specific fucking example. Just like you did in school when you had to cite your sources and give a detailed explanation to the audience. Please do so. Give us a specific example of how Blizzard fucked up the Overwatch 2 launch with a technical debacle. I will wait. I have nothing but time on my hands. Because remember, we said Blizzard makes highly polished games. And then you said, no they don't, there's been some screw-ups. And I said, give us one. And you said, they bungled Overwatch 2. How was Overwatch 2 a bungled hot mess and not a polished release game? Again, I will wait.
Thaisa? You're the witch in the tower?
Oh, it's in the actual Xbox settings, Allie? Okay.
Yes. Well...
You're not talking about the same thing, Siphoning Light. We are talking about technical polish. You are talking about personal opinion based on the multiplayer flow of combat. That is not a technical level of polish. You are talking about the ways that I can play the game. Yeah, you're not talking about technical polish. You're talking about something completely different. You're talking about how, in your opinion, the multiplayer flow of combat was limited. Not the same thing. Like, when we talk about a game having polish, we talk about the game releasing in a technically polished state. It works. It's not crashing. It's not blue screening. Performance is good. All of those things. Like, Hector says I'm playing Avowed in the background while Rin is roasting this troll. It's priceless. That's great. This is a teachable moment, assuming the individual in question wants to be taught. Some people avoid education because it hurts. Okay, hang on. No, hang on. Now we're saying, if you're going from a technicality standpoint, the easiest reference is Diablo 3. No. You have not... Again, you can't make a general statement, Siphoning Light. You claim that Diablo 3 had a technically unpolished... He's got an ad, so I'll wait for the ad to end. This is hilarious. Oh, Diablo 3 sucked at launch. Give us an example. Give us specifics. I'm literally, we are on pause right now. We are on pause right now, and I am farming this for content later on. He's got an ad break, so hang on, I gotta write a title down for this in a moment. Blizzard makes polished games, and that'll, just the title alone is gonna trigger a whole bunch of people. 32, whatever. Okay, so you said, since you're out of the ad break now, you said if you're going from a technical standpoint, the easiest reference is Diablo 3. Again, I don't think you heard me the first time when I said specific, be specific. How was Diablo 3's launch from a technical standpoint not a polished launch? Give us specifics. Not the hyperbole of, well, so-and-so said that it was a technically buggy launch. I need specifics. You have to be more than hyperbole. Like, proof, you know, it's you have to no. Okay, let me Google this. I didn't have those issues. My brother and I played the hell out of Diablo 3 from launch. Never once had any server disconnects. Never once had any items going missing from our account. So when I do a Diablo 3 launch issues, what I see is your traditional launch issues for day one. Having issues connecting to server. That's normal for every MMORPG and live service game that has ever launched in the history of games launching. Day one, there's a huge rush of players. Every single live service game has hiccups in the beginning. I'm not seeing anything on here at all on this quick Google search of those types of issues at Diablo 3's launch. I see the game failing to start because of connection issues, corrupted files, outdated drivers, or software conflicts with Razor. I'm not seeing anything reported. I'm not seeing any bugs around. I'm reading right now. Again, specific issues. Freezing corrupted cache files. I'm not seeing that listed as an issue with Diablo 3. I certainly never saw that. It's not to say it wasn't out there, but all I had was queues. Exactly, great cattails. I think this is a case of, like, I remember when Diablo 4 launched. If you remember when we went to, what is the name of this town? Kabochabad, or I forget the name of the first city that you go to. No, that's not it. What the hell is the name of the first town you go to? Yeah, Kabochabad. When I first played Diablo 4 on launch day, as an example, right? And we went to the city. It was like I would click on the merchant, and it would be like 10 to 15 minutes before I could interact with the NPC, because there were network issues on day one. And honestly, those were only within like the first 2 hours, because we streamed that whole experience. And within the first 2 hours, the servers had settled in, and we didn't have that connectivity issue anymore. That was the only thing I ever saw on Diablo 4. And that's normal launch day stuff. I'm not seeing anything online about a single example. I'm not even seeing a news article. Do you have any links to news articles, Siphon Light, that would back up your theory that Diablo 3 had a hugely diabolical launch? Like, do you have any sort of corroborating evidence? Like, from a reputable news source. Not like massively OP or some blog website. Like an actual, not a Reddit thread. So like as an example, I just pulled up a GameSpot article, right? And you know what the first paragraph says? It was a pernicious mixture of pernicious server issues. Excuse me, a pernicious mixture of server issues and deeper design flaws angered a fan community. Server issues are always common on day one of any live service game, but the moment you mention deeper design flaws, you have gone from reporting on technical issues with a launch to my personal opinion says that these design decisions are bad. I'm not seeing a single issue in this GameSpot article about any actual bugs. They simply mention server issues, which is every live service game. So this is not a legitimate news article. They didn't report on anything newsworthy. There's no technical issues listed. Great Cat says Blizzard games always have queues at launch because surprise, surprise, Blizzard games are still very popular. I know it's hard to believe for some players, Great Cat, but yes, they still have tens of millions of people playing their games. Oh, I've got it right here at my side, JK. Name a game. I'll wait. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Siphoning Light. You are changing the goalpost. And this is why we ban trolls all the time, guys, because they can't stick to the... When the moment they start getting their ass kicked in an argument, they change the goalpost. He is trying to change the goalpost, because now he's saying server issues that last longer than a week are unacceptable, and people deserve to be upset. Name me a game. I will wait. Name me a game that has had server issues for more than the first 24 to 48 hours during a live service launch. Name a game. I will wait. Keep in mind, I have been playing online MMOs since the 90s. I have played pretty much every live service game that has ever come out in terms of MMOs. And I have never seen a game have connectability and server issues for more than the first day or two after launch. But I'll wait. Name a game. Helldivers 2. Let's go Google this. Again, I'm looking for news articles. Okay, when was their first patch? I'm not seeing anything online. I'm not seeing anything online about Helldivers 2 having broken matchmaking and server issues for weeks after launch. I am seeing normal day one things that got immediately hotfixed and patched. I just can't find any of these things that you're claiming are real. There's not a single news article reporting about it having weeks and weeks. Do you have a link to the post that they made, apparently? There's a post that the dev team made to try to address the issues. Do you have a link to this post? See, you're not... Hang on, so patch notes, 60 days. I'm reading the 60-day timeline progress update post right now. I'm not seeing anything in here at all about networking stuff. Reworking armor penetration, anti-tank weapons, overhauling number of different enemies, weapons such as autocannon, heavy machine gun, anti-rifle will be more effective. Our next update with more changes goes live here. Love your feedback. Talking about a balancing pass for weapons and stratagems. Talking about some beta tests. Not a single issue, anything. Yeah, so you know what? I think we're done playing with the food, everybody. Perfect example of someone being unable to provide any evidence to back up the hyperbolic claims whatsoever. That is what you call a troll.
Strong hand, fist of iron, judgment falls. Hearts are dying.
Man hammer strikes.
Tears like rain. Justice served. Feel their pain.
Look, I get it. Maybe you're someone who had, you're in the minority of people who had some server issues or some, bad drivers or etc. As we, our long-term policy here has always been we don't allow people to come in with hyperbolic, rumor mongering. You can't bash on companies. Like, that was someone who's upset with Blizzard because of issues. Because the whole discussion was Blizzard makes polished games, and then they sat there and tried to claim how Blizzard made, and when we called them out on it, what did they do? They changed the goalpost, and they stopped talking about Blizzard, and they tried to say, well, no, it's all live service games. The live service games that have shitty launches, they can go on for weeks. And he moved the goalpost. And then we caught him again, and he moved the goalpost again. And I played along for how many minutes did we play along with? We started at 1:30, we're 1:45, and we're 15 minutes. We gave him 15 minutes of airtime, and not fucking once could he provide us with a single shred of evidence to back up his claims of Blizzard not having a polished launch. And when he gave up on that, he moved the goalpost to talk about other things. Thank you for the free clip. Thank you for the free engagement. Thank you for making money for me, because I'm going to farm this out on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Blue Sky and Facebook and everywhere else. And we're going to make money off of other people's lunacy. Maybe he has bad internet. I didn't have any issues at Diablo 3 launch either. That's not to say they don't exist. All launch games have issues on day one. All launched games. There's not a single game in the history of existence that has not had hiccups on day one. But every company out there is in the service of providing a service to their customers, and they patch as quickly as they can. Like, someone said maybe his internet was bad, or he had a potato machine. Like, we just don't know. I absolutely banned them 720. You must be new here if you think that we tolerate that sort of behavior in my chat. If you could provide proof and give me links, I'm happy to have a conversation. But if all you're going to do is change the argument, and never provide me with the right information, no, you're just being a troll. I don't like Blizzard. They don't make polished games. That's just not true. And as we know, you're not allowed to bash a company in my chat. You don't get to sit here and say things like, Bethesda sucks, Blizzard sucks, this game is slop, this game is garbage. Brah. You have to provide facts. We do journalism in my streams, journalism in my chat, journalism on my channels. We don't believe what Reddit tells us. We don't listen to what Asmongold says. We actually go to the news. We go to realistic journalism, and we say, what do the facts say? What does the evidence actually show? And in that case, we had a clear example of an anti-Blizzard troll who just wanted to change the goalposts every time he got called out. I'm going to be right on the internet. Well, no. You got to have proof to be right. Oh, I had an issue with More people need to take debate club, says Gray. Oh, man. It is so obvious when somebody hasn't actually ever taken a debate class. For sure. Oh, my bad. That's the wrong post I'm thinking about. Salty says, if you're unsatisfied with today's gaming, you need to go spend a month playing board games. I will be playing Crimson Desert, yep.
And why would I help you?
Well, we all want Elias dead.
We do. But fixing the Soul Stone, that is about Lilith, and she does not concern me.
I don't need much. Just Quicksilver and the tools you have there.
Such small asks rarely remain so. Surely you must know this. But you did help me survive Andaril's summoning. So, my tools are yours. You will have to go to Valtha for Quicksilver, though. Find her, and she will give you what you need.
Okay. Find Valtha. Witch of the Wastes. Well, that's a bit of a travel. I think I hear my wife awake too, guys. I'll need to go say good morning to her here in a minute. I probably should have done it while I was sitting there in that building. Oh, we might as well go up and grab this.
Protect me!
That's the way you should treat it, Solitude. I'll fully read that comment here in a minute. I gotta pay
You saved my life.
Nubo says, I think Blizzard did a pretty good job with D4. I only had a 1050 Ti and 16 gigs of RAM, and the game ran fine for me apart from the occasional stutter, which was most likely my hardware. And that is the perfect example of understanding when you have a potato machine and you have stuttering issues, it's not the game, it's you're on a potato machine. And I say that not to be disrespectful. I had a potato machine when Baldur's Gate 3 came out. When Baldur's Gate 3 launched, I was running my old laptop, which had a 1080 in it, and I didn't have the new machines yet. And so I played my original first playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 on medium to high settings on a 1080. And I was streaming. I didn't have a stream machine. So I was streaming the game and playing the game on the same laptop. And I have all of those streams are on my channel. There were definitely stuttering issues. Not a single one of those issues was related to the game not being optimized. It was 100% the fact that I was playing on a 6-year-old laptop with a 1080 in it, 32 gigs of RAM, and streaming from the same machine upon which I was playing the game. So yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 did not have performance issues at launch. It was extremely polished. But I understood that I was running a 6-year-old machine and streaming from that machine. Therefore, the issues I was having with the game were not related to the game. It was recognizing my hardware and software limitations. Eckert the Brave said, I had Diablo 4 running on a 970 at launch. Played that way a few months before the first update, which made the game stutter issues. After upgrading to a better PC, it ran so much. Yeah, right? Yes, 720. You need to play games for yourselves to judge it for yourself. Everybody had rubber banding issues at launch. Winter Mist, that's what's called a live service launch. There has never been a live service launch that has not had server networking hiccup issues. Never, ever in the history of live service games has there been a flawless, nothing happened, no rubber banding, no server disconnects, no server crashes. There's never been, no queues. That has never happened. It's live service games at launch, especially live service games that have tens of millions of players logging in for the first time. Blizzard should do better. Okay, tell us your expertise at multiplayer networking, cross-play launch games with tens of millions of players. We'll wait. Yeah, that person was just being a troll about the Blizzard polish, because Blizzard is known for being one of the... They make some of the most polished games in the history of games. I need to go back to town, oh my goodness. Is that a new two-handed sword? It is. It's ugly. Shit, I need to go sell, man. Oh, hang on. JK says the Defiance relaunch was interesting because those who had played it before understood the issues that were being solved. People who had never played moaning about a free game, right? It's just, that's the nature of whiny little bitches. They're always going to find something to whine about. Every time. Perpetual Karens. Those are all marked already. Did I forget to sell them last time I was here? I think I did.
That looks worn. I can fix it. There's that. Come back if you need the forge.
Stash box. Give me my lawn darts any day. A lot of the game community needs some cheese to go along with their wine. Indeed. Yeah, I'm just replaying the story because I want to refresh my memory before the expansion gets here. At which point I will probably turn around and make a warlock. But I haven't played I haven't played the main story since it launched, so. The last time I played was last year's DLC, and I didn't replay the main story. At least I don't think I did. Maybe I did. That is something that could have happened. Hello. Where the hell is she? Stronghold nearby. This looks promising. Hello? The cauldron reeks of demonic fire, sulfur, ash, and blood. Prophecy lives on in my dreams. Sanctuary falls, and I along with it. Oh, I totally forgot to say good morning to my wife, guys. Don't let me go anywhere before I go say hi to her. Alright, if she's just gonna stand there, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Favorite live service MMO? Lord of the Rings Online. I get to answer that one. I've got like multiple videos on my channel. It's Lord of the Rings Online, 100%. Followed by Star Wars: The Old Republic. I don't have an opinion on game studios getting shut down because that shit happens all the time in every industry. It's not anything unique to the gaming industry. Like, businesses close. Life sucks. Businesses, it's hard to run a business. I have founded multiple businesses. I have managed between 3 and 25 employees. So many people have opinions from sitting on their couch and they've never run a business before. I'm not in that ball game. I don't play that. Homie, don't play that game. Like, it sucks. It always sucks when a company goes under. Passionate people doing something they love, and for some reason or another, things get shut down. You know, it happens. Mom and pop businesses go out of business all the time, and they were the most passionate people in the world. Restaurants, hardware stores, you know, arts and craft stores, graphic designers, like writers, like musicians who tried it for 6 years and could never get it off the ground. Record deal went through, you know, the gig canceled, and that was it. They needed that money to pay rent, and they couldn't, and so they ended out on the street, and or they shifted careers. Like, shit happens. Like, so no, I don't go in for that. We also had this discussion last night about the whole like Xbox changing, and it's like, yeah, it's crazy to think about, but it's like we have no idea where Xbox is going to go with the new leadership, so we just got to sit and wait and see.
Thaisa,
that's life.
Sent you to your death.
The human experience is constantly shifting.
See the foolishness of her pursuit of a
As Bill Hicks would say, it's just a ride, man. There's ups and downs and rounds and rounds.
Future.
It's just a ride.
More ashes for the cauldron. You cannot escape the fire! Just like in the dream.
Vile, purified quicksilver. Yeah, Phil Spencer announced his retirement yesterday in a surprise announcement, and also the other lady who was the head of Xbox announced her departure on the same day, and they promoted some other person who no one has really ever heard of before to be the new head of Xbox. It's crazy. Crazy times, man. No one knows where it goes from here.
Ah, Ah, you're back.
Life is too short to
Place
stress
the
about it.
purified quicksilver in that bowl on the table.
Lord of the Rings, is Lord of the Rings Online free to play? It is. With an optional sub. They just did a big 4K UI update like a month ago. Finally, after years of waiting. It sucks because it's only PC and there's no controller support. Like, apart from those things, you know, it's a 19-year-old MMO. Still looks, you know, it's dated. It's dated, but it's, you know, it's... If you love Lord of the Rings, it is a fun experience.
And how was my sister?
Valtha chose Lilith over your friendship. Elias convinced her to join him.
That can't be. She would have known not to trust Elias.
It wasn't Elias that seduced her, but Lilith. She found her ideals convincing.
Valtha was my teacher. She guided me when I first began my service.
It's a good game, Nubo.
This
Yeah, I
is-
started it at launch many, many years ago. Like 2007 was when it came out. Yeah, we were there.
Difficult to believe, I know.
We came over from
I've seen
Vanguard
my
Saga of
allies throw
Heroes
their lot in with Lilith.
to
People
come
have thought
play,
were,
because we had a guild. We have we had an EverQuest 2 guild
but that is why we
that
must
went
press
into
on and
Vanguard
mend the
Saga
stone
Heroes
so no one else
that
will
then
fall
went
to
off
her
to play a little
lies.
bit of World of Warcraft, and then as soon as
First
Lord of the
off,
Rings Online got announced, we went and
With
played
the
Lord of the Rings
quicksilver,
Online.
mix some of it into the pot.
Yeah, I mean, the Diablo 2 expansion was shocking, to be honest with you. Yeah, I love my Moon Druid in World of Warcraft. I am a fan.
Raise the flame. Turn the wheel twice. Or is it 3 times? Give it another turn. Grind it in the mortar.
Shawshank Redemption, what?
No, it's not working.
Yeah, Star Wars Republic,
Speak to me outside.
why am I blanking on the new company? Broadsword has been doing a phenomenal job upgrading shaders, upgrading lighting, adding new textures. Now they're upgrading to DXX12. Like, they're doing a phenomenal job of modernizing that game, which just, in my opinion, and it's opinion only, it points to the signs of them modernizing it because they have long-term plans to continue adding lots and lots and lots of content to that game. Otherwise, they wouldn't be taking the time to make all of these modernization adjustments. I am probably... It's probably not going to happen, but I would like to think that the reason they're doing so many graphical upgrades to Star Wars: The Republic is because they're pushing for a console crossplay launch. It's probably wishful thinking, but man, I feel like what would be the point of investing 2 years and millions of dollars into upgrading all of your lighters, all of your shading, all of your graphics, if you weren't getting ready to push that onto many, many different platforms with the most modern possible graphics while also understanding it's an older game? Like, or at the very least, you're making plans to have many more years of content, and you want to make sure that it runs on handhelds, you know.
He is not up to the task.
Yeah, I've played
What
both
can we
of the
do?
Middle-earth games. They're great.
I suspect he no longer
Me too,
trusts
Great Cat. I
himself.
do have it set up through Steam
He
right now,
cannot
so that I can
erase
run it with a
all his
controller,
doubt.
but it's
But his most recent
not
grief,
a perfect solution.
his son. There is a way.
It
He
does work,
won't
though.
enjoy
It
it,
took me a
though.
few hours to get my controller set
Why
up
help
working,
him?
but
You could simply
it's,
leave us
you know, I
to
still
our
have to use the
fates.
mouse for things like looting.
Everyone needs a reminder every now and then.
So I still have to have the
that
mouse
you
and keyboard in
can
front of me,
defeat
but I can
danger.
largely play Star Wars: The
You
Republic with my
only have to
controller.
try. Paladin.
All the movement, all the
Come
combat.
here.
What? Why?
I want to take you somewhere. A place of old power in this swamp. I think it will do you some good.
Yeah, the way I did it, Great Cat, I went to, so once you get it installed on Steam, you can download profiles, like other people's controller layouts, and Star Wars Tourista had a controller layout that mostly worked the way I wanted it to, and all I had to do was go in and adjust like a few of the keys, a few of the keybinds. Now, when I say it took me several hours, it's because I went through and tried other people's layouts first. And also I had to learn how to like rebind keys in Steam because I had never done that before, like actually editing a layout for a controller in Steam. I don't normally play games that they don't have natural controller support. Which just goes to show you how much I enjoy Star Wars Republic that I was willing to go through that to set it all up. Once I figured it all out, I liked Star Wars Touristas the most. I should probably just make mine public, to be honest with you. Hang on, that's a good note to make. I will put that on the list of videos to make at some point. The next time I go log into Lord of the Rings or Star Wars: The Republic, I will make a controller layout video, and then I will actually set a profile public on Steam for people who want to go download it. It's just a modified version of the Star Wars Tourista. And yes, certain classes work better with the controller than others. So my current player is a Sith Sorcerer, and the one that's a little wonky as an example is when you drop a, you know, the green AoEs that you need to move around and place. That's wonky, and so the way that I have it set up is it just defaults to whatever target I have selected. It drops it on top of that target and does the AoE around them. So I don't manually go place the green circle on the controller. I just make sure that I have the target that I want using my bumpers. And once I have the target that I want, I drop the AoE, and it's a double click, and it drops the AoE on top of that target. That took a little bit of finagling to get it to work, but it works pretty good. But I don't have the same flexibility of playing with the mouse and keyboard where I can go place that green circle wherever I want, you know. I have to pick a target and drop it on top of that target. Because otherwise it was too finicky to try to get to work. World of Warcraft does it great. They have native controller support with World of Warcraft. And it works really, really good. I have a frog in my throat. Excuse me. Anyway. What businesses have I ran? There's a bio you can follow that goes all my links and stuff. Construction company, writing company, travel production company, 2 game studios, this company. I've done lots of things. Consulting on an international level, public speaking career, written a bunch of books. I have had a fruitful career. Oh shit, we are 2 hours in. I need to get to a safe place and go take my hourly break. Remember, kids, health is important. Get up out of your chair, touch some grass, stretch your legs, stretch your eyes. Do some push-ups, they're not going to kill you. Do some squats, they're good for you. Do some jumping jacks. Eat less processed food. Drink more coffee. Oh, I did not mean to jump off. No! Horsey, come back.
Why do we go to this place? There's nothing left for me to do. Can't you see that? Let me return.
Return? Return
Drink lots
where?
of coffee. Yes. All right, we're going to take 5, everybody. I'm going to go outside and do my eye exercises as per the doctor's orders. And I'll be back in a few minutes. I got to go do some jumping jacks, too. And if there's any coffee left, I doubt there is. Because my wife is awake, so... But there might be some dregs left in the pot. Alright. We're going to do about another 30 minutes and then I got to head out, everybody. We've got some errands to run this morning. That was a short break. I ran outside to do my stuff and then she was like, I want to go get chicken wire, and so that's what she was doing today. And I want to go to the hardware store with her, so I'm going to go run errands with her here in a bit. We need chicken wire, and then at some point today I need to go to the butcher store and get some steaks. And we went to the grocery store yesterday. I think it was only the butcher store today. I'm supposed to go to do pull-ups at the park today. I need to do that after we get back. Need for exercise. It's really easy to not do exercise when you play video games. Like, I could sit here for 12 hours a day and not do anything. It's really easy to do that. But damn. Like, I gotta go do some exercises. It sucks. Is chicken wire made from chickens? I'm sure there's something in there.
Light. Do you feel that?
Fresh meat.
Swamp's magic is more potent here.
Valtha brought me to this place when I was younger. Here, you can face your demons, whether they be fear or grief.
Who is... No. No, I've had enough of this.
And what will you do instead? Nothing in this swamp is free, Haradrim. Not even your magic. Whatever logic you think will win the day, you are mistaken. Where is your sense of adventure? Huh? Not buried in your youth, is it? Go outside and make an offering to the swamp. A ring, a necklace, something you hold dear. While you do, our friend here will collect 2 things. Maggot icon and yellow lotus.
Yeah, get set up, Gray.
This is foolish.
Collect. Are those going to be found here, or do I have to go out? I'm assuming everything Yes, spending time with your significant other is very important. Work-life balance is key, kids. Otherwise, you're going to be an incel the rest of your whole fucking life. Don't let that happen. Yeah, Gray is going to be streaming Enshrouded here in a bit, and we'll push everybody in his direction when I wrap up. So go get your streams up, Gray. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the pacing. It's nice to have the 2 paradox. It's nice. I did a short reel this morning on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube talking about it's okay. It's okay to like both Path of Exile 2 and Diablo 4. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Both of these games offer completely different experiences. And sometimes you want the chunky, meaty spreadsheet game, and sometimes you want the let me log in and slaughter 5 million things without having to do anything, because my aura kills them all for me. Like, it's nice. It's a nice change of pace. I don't have to think when I play Diablo 4. I can just push a button, watch some special effects go off, have really cool conversations with my community, and watch really badass cutscenes about angels and demons and a super hot demon mama who I would totally sell my soul to. Sorry, not sorry. Lilith, mommy. Every time I see her, I picture Jim Carrey on the park bench for Me, Myself, and Irene. Mama? I will simp so hard for Lilith. Yes, and argue with trolls. Don't forget arguing with the trolls. Farming free content for my social medias. Maroni says, I'm about 10 hours into Avowed. Love the game. It's good. It's a great game. I thought I did collect the Lotus. Hold up. I think I took it off the plant, but I didn't pick it up. I had a great time. Did 2 full playthroughs back to back when it launched. Oh, you're going to be starting 30 minutes out? Alright, well, I'll probably be gone before then. Great. But I'll remind everybody, if you're watching YouTube right now, or you're on Twitch, go to Greyforge HQ and follow Gray. He'll be streaming Avowed here in a little bit.
Make haste. The Haradrim tires of waiting. Set the swamp's gift in the pot to brew a tea.
I simply think this
Yeah,
is a waste of your
I played
time
a
and mine.
archer my first playthrough through this game, and then I played a sorcerer, and then I played a druid, and then I played what was the class that launched last year? Spirit something, and they added mercenaries and everything. Buenos días desde Cuba. Pues, buenos días, puto. Punto, not puto. Punto, cubanito. A veces mi pronunciación está un poco suave. Me dijo puto, qué puta madre con usted, chinga la madre, porque me insulta toda la madre. Buenos días, punto.
Do you see the braziers? Light each of
the
them.
braziers.
Then we will drink the tea and wait.
Light the braziers.
Wait for what?
For the swamp to call out to your soul and draw what festers from you, like poison from a wound.
Here we go. Cutscene. This is why I love Diablo. I love the cutscenes and the characters and the stories.
Oh. Oh.
Ayahuasca in the jungle, baby. Oh, es igual en inglés. Hay muchos diferentes sentidos. Muchos países.
They're coming.
La diferencia entre inglés de Estados Unidos, inglés de Inglaterra, inglés de Nueva Zelanda, inglés de Australia es completamente diferente.
Father. Yorin. My son.
Rat poison!
How is it possible? My son. Please come back to me. Come back. I shouldn't have let you go. I should have said no. I should have kept you with me at Eldheim.
Why did you let me go?
I don't know. The look on your face. You were ready. You needed to go.
I did. And I do again.
Stop! Just...
Father. I'm ready.
Yeah, Donan's story is super, super sad. But at the same time, at least he knows his son is not a servant of Lilith now. But still, the way that he went out was not good.
What? Portal. Mephisto. What does that...
What does Mephisto want?
Didn't I warn you? The Haradrim would only hold you back. So consumed by their emotions that they forget what really matters.
Creo que Diablo 4 solo es disponible en PlayStation 4 o 5. ¿De 2? No.
I know why you're so afraid of her.
My fate is tied to yours. If she devours me,
sanctuary is lost.
I was genuinely surprised that this could be run on, because I think when I was playing with Gila, I think he was on an Xbox One, and he was playing this game with me.
Portal for you out of this swamp. Let the Horadrim
Like the Xbox from the previous generation. That's the Xbox One, right? The 360 was before that.
You and I can work together to stop Lilith.
I know who my real allies are. My friends.
But I don't think this is available for the PS2. I could be surprised. Somebody out there may correct me if I'm wrong. I don't even think this is available for the PS3. I think it's only PS4 and PS5.
And your true friends will be revealed.
True friends will be revealed.
Now, take the portal back to your allies. If Lilith prevails, you'll only have yourself to blame.
Shut up, Mephisto. If you're still gaming on a Nintendo 64, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I don't know yet. He wandered around for hours until the tea wore off. A long
Did the
journey to
N64
swamp
even have any
is more rewarding than a
co-op
short one.
stuff? Like
Yours was even
networking?
longer, it seems.
That's so long ago, I
Did
can't
you
even
face
remember.
your
I don't.
inner
That was
demons
pre-networking days,
as the Horadrim did?
right?
Yes.
I'm gonna go Google this
Hopefully
now
for the
'cause I don't
last
remember.
time.
Yeah, that takes you back. I think that was pre-internet. But it was like right at the time that there was internet, so that'd be interesting. Oh yeah, Mario Brothers. I really love the Rogue Squadron stuff
Silver in the pot.
on the N64 Dribrom, and Load Runner. I loved Load Runner. I know that's not, you know, not everyone liked Load Runner, but I had a great time with those games. Mix Quicksilver with the other liquids. There we go. Yeah, the internet was really new at that time.
Turn the wheel twice. No more, no less.
Twice. One.
Now grind the sulfur. Carefully.
Once. Get up, old man. Let's make this happen. Are you still in the room, Gray? Are you close to being ready to go?
Mallet. Just chill you. Chill him. Sulfur. Careful. Now stand
All right.
back.
Get live, Gray.
Just chill you. Chill him.
Nice, Alan, right? Welcome aboard. Played a little bit of Dune last night. Did some giveaways.
Kill him. Kill him. Fantasy.
Is it done?
Was it so easy then?
You have no idea the toll of such a thing. No idea what one must face, overcome to perform this act of magic.
Perhaps not. But still.
Enough. It is done. Let us not tarry.
Yes.
Let us not tarry.
We have our task at Zakharum Keep. Let's finish this.
Alright, folks, this is where I am going to wrap and go run errands. We're going to push everybody over to Gray. He is streaming Avowed, so if you are watching on YouTube, you can go here. I'm going to drop a link in chat. If you are watching, I'll drop that link in the Kick chat. If you are watching on Twitch, we're just going to raid his channel. So let me go find him. Looks like we're about 10 seconds out from the raid, so thanks everybody for being here. We will see everybody next time. I'll be back this afternoon. I'm not sure exactly when, but should be back this afternoon at some point. So I'll see everybody then. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for being here this morning, and we will catch you guys on the flip side. Don't forget the YouTube in between the streams.